Sorry, wrong one. Ignore my background thing. Ignore everything. Okay, pretend like none of this. Sorry, I'm late again. Hello. Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm a lot of shit. I have to learn it. Oh, Minecraft, I'm scared again. Yep, like I mentioned, basically like all my free time in the background of things. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I usually don't play it too often. But I ended up being interested again. Is it loud? Is it loud? Lower it more. Oh, pun. I've decided that's what I'm. Aurora is super quiet. Yeah, sorry. I'm not very loud today. My sleep schedule and sleep is still super messed up. Oh. I'm quite drowsy today. Because, normally my, like, latest hour is, like, 4 in the morning. But as it stands for the past couple of days. So I've been going off. I've been waking up further and further in the afternoon. It's because I was so far back, it kind of messed with, my brain is moving. I am a very sleepy, especially. I'm still waking up. I don't really have my streamer voice right now. That's quiet. I'm normally a very quiet person, I'll have you know. But how's it going? How's it been since okay? I know it's like a nothing period of time, but I'm curious. Probably gonna happen again. So. They have fitted it along the standard trajectory. There have not been any atypical occurrences. Said in such like an inhuman way. Funny. You're the only person I know with such a strong respect for grammar. I try. Okay. Hi, iStocks. How's it going? So how's it been? I'm like slowly turning on today. Been a very off day. My brain. I should probably, while I'm here, fitting room. Actually, wait. Does that require thumbnail making? Okay, it might. I might wait on that one. Stretch. Making my day actually start. I haven't eaten it yet. I should probably do that. You always use placeholder thumbnails. Yeah, but I make my own. So I would like to make it probably. Oh, features all at once. I mean, now is not really the time. I'll do it after. I'll eat. But as it stands, I will wait on it. I'm sorry, Gregory. Grab breakfast, you. Then I haven't eaten breakfast a long, long time. Okay, well that's not true. When I was visiting Con, I ate breakfast, but other than that, I haven't. That was like my extent of breakfast having. I don't know. I'm not a very big breakfast, which is weird because I like a lot of breakfast. I just don't like eating breakfast at like the time. And I also saw a whole short talking about how breakfast isn't technically breakfast is technically any time of the day, which is interesting to me because I never really thought about it that way. I like breakfast is the first meal you eat. You know that? Did you know that's technically like what breakfast means? I didn't know that that's what breakfast meant. I just kind of thought it was in the morning, but apparently it has a more sophisticated definition that I was on. Breakfast is when you break the fast of your sleep. Yeah, that's what I heard. Very interesting to me, because I never really thought about it that way, that it is just like breakfast is the first time you eat food in the day. Which I think is actually super cool to know, because I never really thought about it that way. That's like a lot of words, though. I don't really know what shit means outside of like the standard definition until somebody tells me. And then I feel so dumb for not knowing it. Like how breakfast is breaking a fast and all that. Oh, hello, Holy Lights. Get a dictionary. No, I refuse to, because there's no better feeling of, oh, that's how that works, than not knowing something and then finding out way later than you. Oh, Holy Light. Or Holly Light, sorry. I think it's Holly. I don't know. I'm bad at figuring that stuff out. But, what's it? Yeah, no, I like figuring out about things accidentally. Holy, but like holy light, holy, but like holy lights, but it's holy lights. Okay, so holy lights is the right one. Got it. If it was holy or holly, it was hard to figure out for my brain. My tiny. But what is it? Um, right. Yes, I like figuring things out that way. Lights have holes. You an electrician or other specialized tradesman. Thank you, Gregory. I'll have to keep that in mind. God. Speaking of, oh god, on the topic of lights, I have not turned the lights on in my room actually forever. I'm the kind of person who kind of gets in the dark and lives that way, right? Like, I will not turn the lights on unless I actually have to. They will remain off for as long as I keep them off. Turn them on for exactly 13 seconds. It's good for you. I feel like, okay, but I feel like if I like the good for you part be like the actual light outside, I don't think the overhead lights will save me from my vitamin D deficiency, which I do have. It's like it's been the most consistent doctor's result. I don't go outside, but I don't think I need to explain that one. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think any person could pick that up from just talking 5 minutes. I'm chronically... Oh, God. I mean, I don't know. I have this weird thing where I'm not the kind of person to go out for a walk, even though I should. Because my brain can't... If I want to go out for a walk, I have to justify it, if that makes any sense. Like, if I'm going to go out for a walk, I have to then justify why I'm outside. I can't just be outside. I have to have a reason. Which is weird. I know it's weird. But, like, I can't... My brain doesn't work any other way. I need to have, like, a justifiable reason to go outdoors. When I do, it's usually to go eat something, or to, like, go out with friends, or to go watch something. The justification is exercise. I wish it was that easy in mine. Which it should be, honestly. Skill issue on my part, and I figure out what the fuck's going on there. But, like, I don't know. Especially because I live in a very busy area, I guess is the way to put it. Or my definition. So I have a hard time going places. I can't drive either. So the hassle of getting to some places is just really to my mind. How has you been? I've been alright. I've been getting reacclimated to the time zone I'm normally from. Because I could not figure out how to survive in this time zone past week, and I'm still kind of struggling with it. Like, the time zone is escaping me. But I'm doing alright, all things considered. Like, I'm still getting reacclimated time zone. It'll happen eventually. I'll get used to it. Or breaking the time continuum. Yeah, time zones are annoying. Especially moving up them instead of back. Because I'm normally the kind of stay up late at night. But it just pushed back how long I'm up and for how late. Is there any reason why you've been neglecting to accomplish your lefts for the day? I don't. I feel like I said something that would make sense in that context, but I kind of forgot, so I don't know what you're talking. Oh no. I'm sure whatever you said played off whatever I said perfectly. I'm sure you did wonderful. That you've been doing all right. I see. I didn't even. My brain is good, sir. Okay. I was up to like 5, 6 again last night, so I'm going for hitting you. I should probably eat something. My brain work. Not working as but it will, as we said, grab a bite to eat. But I'm already, okay, I'm not gonna, oh, now that I, good, yes, you have gone 12 hours without food. Body is approaching a state of open rebellion. Okay, but I'd have to go, and then you'd have to just sit here and stare at nothing for like a few minutes. If I put a BRB on screen for a few minutes, like, I'll just stick this up. That's not BRB. That lied to me. That was eye test. BRB. There you go. I'm gonna stick this up. I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab like a small thing and I'll be back. Put a Subway Surfers clip on? Oh, fucking. Oh, God, no. Yeah, no. You know what I'll do? Hold on. Oh, wait, no. That'd be too much effort. Never mind. That'd be too much effort for how long I'm going to be on for. I'm gonna be on for like. I'm not gonna do. I just put the on screen. I had an idea, but it wasn't gonna pan out. Hello, I just fell back to that. So while I was gone, I looked out the window and I saw like a tree in bloom. So it was super white. All the flowers, I guess. I don't know. And I thought it had snowed because I had only seen the tree and like nothing else. Oh fucking good. I wouldn't be surprised either, but also, it's also a bad sign for me. A tree in bloom that my allergies are acting up again. How has it been so far? It's been alright. I was late, but there you go. Food done. Wasn't a lot of food, but I got food. I got fruit. I got a banana. Bananas are probably one of my favorite fruit. Trees in bloom. The harvesting season will soon be upon us. You may want to shave your hair to avoid being mistaken for product. Well, joke's on you. I don't even go outside, so I'm safe from. I'm safe from the fucking onslaught of farmers that will apparently try and shave me bald. I'll just have to get pardoned like the Thanksgiving turkey. I'll be fine. Can't do it. Don't call me. Don't call me Coop. You're not supposed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. That's not... You're not allowed. That's... No. God damn it. So easily caught off guard. What did you grab for food? I grabbed the banana. I grabbed a banana and it was good and I... But you are... Aww. I won't be. I will overcome this. I will not let you win on this front. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Speaking of the plane, I just listened to the plane from yesterday. I was just listening to like Guilty Gear music and reading, and that was it. I had some other songs on there. But like they were like I had two other like groups of songs. They're either like shitposty funny songs or they were or like not really shitposty funny, but they were like thematic songs but for like something kind of weird or goofy. Or Guilty Gear music or anime music. There was like no in between. Okay. They're all the vocal songs from Guilty Gear. Where it was what's one on there? I'm trying to remember. Have you heard of Tom Cardy before? It was like his stuff on there. So I was just listening to like the same Tom Cardy song and Guilty Gear songs over the course of like an 8 or something hour flight. It was multiple flights, but over the course of all of that time, I just did the same fucking songs. I'm so glad I can do that, like effectively, and I do that if I chose to. Because it made the flight easier that I didn't have to get bored of the like 2 songs I listened to the entire time. I listen to 10th of Myself a lot because it's on there. And your songs, I have to listen. It's the unwritten contract that I have to, listen to all the new Guilty Gear songs a couple of times after they... 10th of Myself is probably one of my favorites, though. But the one that I come back to, though, probably Shelter. I don't know why. I'm the kind of person that really hates songs, right? Like, any of the ones from that new Sonic game, the Frontier one, like, they're all hype songs that I think are cool. But the ones that I listen like go back to often when I'm just on my own are usually like the chiller vibe song. Like, for example, one that I like the most from Guilty Gear Strive OST that I kind of have realized that I go back to a lot is Shelter from... But I can't tell if I go back to that one more because it is like one of my favorites, or if it's just because it kind of fits within the whole, right? Because it just kind of fits within the like the genre of music I grew up. Also, because it's like a massive Shelter from the Rain is a massive Billy Joel reference, and I grew up on a lot of that music. So I'm not entirely if that's the reason why I like it so much, but all I know is that I like it quite a bit. I don't know. Is that one thing that you've noticed, that songs that remind you of things that you need to listen to have a more prevalent bass in your brain? Or is that just crazy? A lot of the music I listen to doesn't really conform with what I use. But if they find something like a good mix of what I use, what I listen to now, but like link with me much longer. I don't know, it's like this weird mix that happens. I tend to enjoy listening to music, which is similar, just similar to other music other musics they enjoy listening. Yeah. And that's always been a weird part for me, because a lot of my current music taste is stuff that I didn't like. That's one thing that I've always found. A lot of the music I listen to now, and especially like all the heavy metal and hard rock that I listen to, if I was to try and listen to that music like a year before I got into it, I wouldn't like any of it. I think it's too much for me, and it just wouldn't be the right vibe. But I do this thing with games, music, basically everything, where I will, even if I don't like something that much, I'll find one version of it that like I halfway tolerate, and then because I've now found it, I will then like go out of my way to listen to that one version and slowly bridge out into liking the things I didn't. Which, like, I don't know why. I will push into a genre of music that I don't like just to try and like it. Or I will... Like, hard rock and heavy metal were a main example of that. I was not a big fan of hard rock or heavy metal because I grew up on more, like, rock ballads and other things like that, right? Which were slow and, like, with less instrumentation. I attached myself to these, like, lighter songs. But when I wanted to get into, like, different genres, not really genres, and different games, I wanted to get into Guilty Gear, right? But I couldn't appreciate all of the songs. Like, Smell of the Game was an instant, or, like, Subhuman Self was an instant. But, like, Alone Infection, which is one of my favorite ones as it stands right now, I couldn't tolerate it on a first. Like, intense. There was too much going on. So I couldn't do it. But after after I spent more time with it and kind of, like, forced myself to listen, I've gained a greater appreciation for it just by metric of, yeah, I don't know if it's a good strategy to like something, but it's worked for me, so I continue to use it, no matter what it's for. Especially because one of the main things that attaches me to something is if I like one single part of it, then I'm going to push myself to try and like it. Which is what happened with like one of my favorite franchises and bands, the Yakuza. See, with the Yakuza games, which I love, right? I spent a lot of time listening to Baka Mitai, as it's the only song I can actually somewhat do. And I thought that song, that karaoke segment was really funny. I thought it was really interesting. The song was good. And I wanted to play the game, even though I had never played a game like Yakuza. So I just kinda forced myself to get better at it and play the game because I wanted to get to the Baka Mitai part. And after I did get to the Baka Mitai part, I messed up so badly that I didn't get the thematic. I actually was so bad at the rhythm game that I didn't get the like rhythm game ending bit, which I don't even know how I did that bad on a first go. I've seen people do really poorly on that and still get it. I don't know how I could have performed that badly, which is really sad. But I ended up going out of my way to learn rhythm games just because I was stubborn enough to want to actually see that cuts that like animation cuts. I don't know. That's kind of how I get into a lot of the things I'm interested in, like fighting games, like Guilty Gear. Initially, I wasn't a very big fighting game, right? I had never played a fighting game before, and they never really. Like I played like platform fighters, like Smash, and I didn't really like them, right? They weren't really my thing. I'm sorry, it's true. Games like Smash just never clicked with me. And then I saw Guilty Gear for like the music, like Smell the Game and all those other songs. And off of that, I wanted to learn how to play fighting games just because I liked the music and wanted to connect further with the idea that I liked. That's generally my like way of connecting with something. Problem with Cultura, they prey on people like you. No, I'm aware of that much. It's mainly when it comes to media that I like. It doesn't really extend much further than that. Because I like to enjoy the media I like, you know? Like if I like music for a game, I want to enjoy the game that the music comes from, or at least try. Because then I can at least like, I can hear it when it actually is supposed to play, or I can have a deeper appreciation for the messaging behind the song and when it actually occurs. I just like to... sorry to interrupt, but I just saw an ad for a Hatsune Miku. They're actually doing that? I mean, I'd be down for that. I'd watch it. I didn't know they were gonna make a movie on Hatsune. Oh shit, fair enough. God, I've been listening to a lot of Vocaloid songs recently, but like, okay, not a lot of them. I've been listening to one of them mainly. If you've heard of it before, has anybody here heard of the song called Ego Rock? I've been listening to Ego Rock so much recently. I really love it. It's either I've been listening to Ego Rock or I've been listening to a song from the guy who made Hayora Konde, however you pronounce it. You know that one song that got really popular a little bit back for like the shorts? Made an opening for MHA, the like other version of it that they're making or whatever. I don't really know the context, as I've never really kept up with that series. But he made a song for it, and I think that song is good, so I've just been listening to that guy's stuff. as well as Ego Rock on top of that. And if you've never heard of Ego Rock before, it's a really good song. It's a really good Vocaloid song. It's really weird. But I like weird. So it kind of always clicked with me because I like weird media. It's why I clinged on to Guilty Gear as well, because Guilty Gear is just a weird piece of media in some ways. Like, it doesn't follow any like specific set for how things work. So I got super interested in that as well. But like Ego Rock has the same vibe. So 6 Yes. Don't worry. I have seen what you've posted, and I don't remember, and I think I listened to one of them. Or I don't remember. I think I did. But then then again, that was like a month ago now, so I don't actually remember. I'd have to look again to see if because I remember clicking through what you had posted, but I don't remember any specifics. It's been about a month since I listened for a little bit. So I'd have to actually like remember what I specifically heard, because it was like multiple in one sitting. And when you do that with music that you've heard for the first time, at least for me, it kind of blends together into one. So I'd have to remember which specific ones I listened to. I remember when you posted them a while back. I did take you up on the offer of listening. I did do it. It took me a little bit, but I did actually get around to it. But I don't remember what specific. I'd have to go back and. Alright, bye, dude. I'm like, my brain is still figuring today. Especially because of allergies as well. So my allergies mainly get into my nose all the, like, which is, I think, pretty standard. But either way, they're really in. So I've been what is it? So I've been like trying to think and process and things while allergies are very prevalent on my mind. I just can't stop thinking about how they make me feel, especially how they make me feel is so prevalent. Like right now, I can, in my throat, all of the, just how annoying. So I'm not good with it. Allergy season really gets to me. It really gets in my, it really gets in my, on my nerves, not in my, I can't talk. My brain isn't, I can't think of things properly. Are you a back sleeper or a side sleeper? I sleep on my side. I can't really do back sleeping. It's not the most comfortable position, at least in my opinion. It's also too, like, I have to kind of sleep sideways, like curled up into a ball. I curl up when I sleep. So what's it? There's a sleeper agent. My question is for what though? Yeah, watch out. One of these days I'm gonna show how smart I really am. It was all a ruse. You've all been I'm actually so fucking smart and cool. None of you have figured it out yet. I'm just lying to you all. Dang, I'm a back sleeper. Back sleeping is like, it's not bad. It's just not my thing. Like, I'll do it if I'm not having a good day. That's like the one metric which guarantees that I do it. I'm having a bad day, I'll sleep on my back. Because, like, a bad day physically, or less, better way to put it. Not necessarily, like, emotionally, it's more like physically. Like, if I just had, like, a really bad nosebleed and I'm going good right now, then I will, without a doubt, sleep on my, on my back, right? Because I get too afraid to do any, like, specific movements, like curling up on my side. Because, I don't know, it's just, like, a different experience. And one that I'm more worried about when it comes to, like, what'll happen to me, because I'm very quick to make a small issue into a very big one. Like, I'll make something that doesn't have to be that deep, incredibly deep, very quickly. So I spend a long time worrying about these, like, tiny issues, right? Because I don't know if something good or bad is going to come of it, right? Like, if it can get worse, or if anything will happen beyond what initially happened. So I will, like, linger on the thought of it for a while, right? So when I'm feeling that way, I want to sleep sitting straight up so I can just sit up if I'm feeling weird or wrong. It's more comforting for my brain that way, knowing that I have an easier out than, like, sleeping on my side or something. Especially because I'm the kind to take a while to get out of bed. It just takes me a bit. I'm not the quickest riser. I rise slowly because I don't, like, as kind of can be attested by all of these fucking streams, I don't really, like, wake up ready to go. Like, my brain doesn't really click on to, like, okay, now that you're awake, it's time to do it takes me a bit to actually, like, get out of bed in the morning. Because I don't just immediately rise and am ready to deal with, like, to face the day and stuff. So I usually just, when I wake up, I end up, like, trying, like, sleep on my side because it's a bit easier to get comfortable that way without sleeping straight up, which would be when I would want to, like, force myself to get out of bed earlier or quicker. But it does comfortable. That's kind of like a random rant that doesn't go anywhere, but that's generally how I feel about it. I don't know. I usually sleep on my side or on my, like, or on, like, my front. Is it easier to sleep on your side if you have a big plushie, just cuddle with the sleeve? I actually have been still plushie I got while I was over visiting. I do actually use that for that purpose. It's, like, just the right size, so it's kind of perfect. So that's what I use that one for as well. It's, I don't know, it's just comfortable. Just very nice. I don't know, yeah. I think one thing I've discovered is that I think I need to get new pillows, because I think after being at con time that I realized that, like the pillows that I have while I was over there were much softer than my current one. And I feel like I should get, like, a softer so it doesn't hurt the back of my head. I never really understood the benefit of good pillows until that one time I was there. I've never really gone out of my way to have, like, pillows. So I never really had any, like, great pillows. But now that I've experienced a pillow that I liked, I would like to have more pillows now, you know? Like, or at least, not more, but like a better one. I usually live with pillows, I can't really do more. I sleep with them stacked on top of each other. I don't usually do the, like, like, sleep with your head more horizontal. I usually have it a bit propped up. Especially because I'm not very good when it comes to allergies. So it's just a better situation for me. It's that way because it helps with my already bad allergy. It helps them not be that bad. But what is it? You should have smuggled Khan's pillow back to your dwelling. I should have, but it would have been too big to stick out. It was too tall, so I couldn't really get it out. I couldn't steal it that easily. I'm so sorry. I would have, though. If I had a chance, I probably would, yeah. Because it was very soft. Soft as great. I am quite a fan of soft pillows. I mean, wait, you should have still hit the con. I mean, I did for a time, but, like, I didn't do it again. I'm so sorry. I've stolen them so you could do for me. I'd be gone for longer. I'm just kind of, I should probably get allergy medication, huh? I don't have that. That's one of the things that I've been thinking about that I probably should get. Because I've kind of realized that, like, I just need it, I think. It's already annoying as it is, and I think if I just had some way to it'd be. But I don't. I would like it, is basically. My brain. But if the allergies are genuine, reoccurring problem for you, I could just with the physician about the matter. I probably should, but, like, they're the kind of allergies, right? Where it's like, it just stuffs up your nose and it's annoying, and it makes talking really full of just, like, phlegm and stuff. So it's that kind of allergies, where they're, like, for annoying, but they don't, like, they're not that much of a hindrance necessarily. They're mainly, like, they hinder my talking and breathing sometimes, but mainly talking. Breathing, I just have to focus on breathing, which probably isn't a thing to look into, but I don't know. They're annoying, and I'd like to deal with them. Preferably. But what is it? Think. Yeah, no, I just like allergy medication at this point. I think it would be very useful. It'd help with my already very quickly stuffed up nose and things. Because it doesn't take long. for like the seasons to get to me. It's why I'm taking like a break between talking as well. I have to like swallow it down, all that stuff, which is really gross. I know, but like, it's super annoying. Does anybody here deal with the same allergy issues? Hello, chat. Hello, Sinner Faust. How's it going? We're talking about allergies, why they suck. That's been the topic of conversation. They do. They suck a lot. They're awful and I hate them, and I'd rather not deal with them. But, I have seasonal allergies. And, you know, the seasonal allergies I have, just stuff up your nose a lot, and it's really annoying. So I'm guessing how I should probably get allergy medication, but I don't actually have any. I'd love to have some. That'd be nice. I don't think I have any general allergies. Oh, really? I've mainly known people with pollen allergies. Like, pollen and peanuts are the main allergies I know of people having. It doesn't change my name. No, I know. I know who you are. Anyway, I can't take ibuprofen or I'll die. Oh, really? Is ibuprofen the thing that you're supposed to take for allergy? That, like the direction you're supposed to go with it? I feel bad with people with, for people with severe food allergies. No, ibuprofen is a painkiller. Oh, okay. Oh, and painkillers, you can't take those. Okay, got it. I've never actually had ibuprofen. So I wouldn't know. Yeah, no, I think the worst kind of food allergy, probably, right? Like, the worst I've seen of it is when people develop an allergy later in life. Like, they've been completely fine, right? And then they suddenly, out of nowhere, develop an allergy. That, I feel like, is one of the worst kinds of allergy. Because you went from being totally fine to then, like, now you just can't touch it or else you die. And then you don't know because you were fine with it for the longest time, but now you just, like, die if you look at it. That's, like, the worst kind. That happened with you. Sorry to hear that. Allergies, especially the one. I don't know what's causing it. Sometimes my eye just stings out of nowhere. I've heard of that happening before, and I don't even know why it happens to them either. But this sounds so annoying. Yeah. It just doesn't sound great at all. Like, the worst kind of, like, agitation, or whatever for me, in my opinion, is the ones where it's, like, a random pain, or, like, any kind of itchiness, pain, anything in that general margin that just happens for no reason. Like, you haven't done anything wrong, and now you just feel weird. It lasts for a few minutes, and then it goes away forever. your brain has to try and make sense of why that happened. It's not like it like hurts bad or anything. Like a tiny, almost insignificant feeling, but you can still feel it. So just aging? Yeah, pretty much. Any aging thing, like symptom like that, are the fucking worst. Because you can't explain it, and they're too insignificant for you to go to somebody about, right? You can't just go to somebody and say, hey, I'm having this issue. It's not like it's recreatable. Like, you can't just point to it and say, this is what... I don't know, I've always had stuff like that, which has been part of why it's so annoying. Because it just, like, it shouldn't be as bad as it is. It shouldn't be as annoying as it still is. Like, I should just be able to, like, my brain can't just ignore it. I can't just not think about it. But what is it? Oh yeah, no, stuff like that just messes with my brain, especially because so I don't know if I've expressed this before, but I'm the working type. I'm the type that just worries a lot. Like, I'm very easily made to worry. One of the big examples of that for me is, like, if I expect somebody to be around like a certain time or a certain thing from someone, at like a specific time of day, right? Like, if I expect generally this person to be around at this time of day, or this person to be like at a specific spot, my brain doesn't just immediately clock into like, this is normal, this is fine. My brain's first reaction to things not going according to plan is everything is wrong, everything is going wrong, everybody is dead. That's where my brain goes, and I have to like tell my own mind that it's not actually that bad, not actually that deep. Because if I lit myself, I'm just gonna think like the absolute worst for like no discernible reason. Like, there's no reason to think that the whole world is falling apart, but I'll find some reason to think that, right? Like, I will make problems worse for myself than they actually need to. This is puppy behavior? No, it's not. I refuse to believe it. Can't be. No, I don't think dogs do that. That's not how they work, okay? They don't make problems bad like that. But where's your proof, okay? I need, like, proof and evidence of this, okay? I'm just gonna let you say these things and believe you saying them. I don't think it's puppy behavior. I think it's a completely normal thing. I had a few dogs. This is very much puppy behavior. I'm sorry that my brain thinks the worst when people aren't around, okay? I think it's not necessarily normal, but I don't think it's puppy behavior. It can't be. I'm not allowing it. I have a dog. It is... Proof. Do a thing. I am not. I can't be a puppy, okay? That's not how it works. I'm not a dog. Look at me. You can see my ears if I tilt my head this way. Look, wait. My ear. not very well. You could see them if I tilt my head in the right directions. I'm no dog. I am person. I am person. I am real. Has that... What's the breed of dog is the real question. Like, that, I think that matters more. I think it's a cool dog. I can't really think of any specifically cool dogs. My brain went to husky, and then I realized that's not a good pick. Like, no, I'm not that loud. Okay, maybe, but like... Like, my brain went to husky, and I was like, okay, no, that'd be insulting myself. I cannot say that one. You're not very loud. Yeah, see, so it's not like, so husky doesn't fit. No husky, no beagle. I am also not tiny. Pomeranian? That's the biggest insult so far. Pomeranian, really? Of all things? Of all dogs? Pick that one? You're certainly not a Pomeranian. Thank you. At least somebody's on my side in that sense. I am no Pomeranian, okay? Pomeranians are awesome. That's the dog I have. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but I don't think I am one. Okay, there's a difference. I don't think I'm a Pomeranian. I don't think I'd be that kind of dog. Great Dane, absolutely not. Why, am I not nearly that tall? Am I not that tall and... Aren't those dogs really easily captured? Or am I just getting that wrong? Because I remember hearing something about that Great Danes are easily... I wouldn't know for sure, but I've heard the occasional thing about that. Or is it Golden Retriever Runt? I hate that you specified Runt. But Shiba... Oh, well, like a Shiba Inu? Okay, but those dogs are really cute, though. Like... Actually, those dogs are adorable. You're not short by any means, but Great Danes are huge. They're like little horses. They're horse dogs. That's what I like to call them. I like the giant horse dogs. They're super cute. God, I love dogs so much. I love all the like different features and how different they all look from each other as well. Like, oh God, if I was to ever have like another dog, it would probably be what's it called? They're like they're black and white. Is it a border collie? Is it a border collie what I'm thinking of? That actually might be what I'm thinking of. A border collie might be the dog that fits. Called collie? No. Is it? Oh, it might be, but not a collie. Which kind of collie? One of these. Oh, just like a standard collie. Okay. Yeah, no, that's the kind of dog I was thinking of. I think they're really cute. They have so much fur, but I think they're adorable. Like, collies are just so cute. Okay, what about a Sam? I haven't heard of that breed before, but I've probably seen it. Oh, that's actually so cute. Oh, I've seen these dogs before. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen these dogs. They're also really adorable. Oh my god, I love dogs. Dogs make my soul happy. Like, they just exist and that's enough for me. They don't have to do anything. They just have to be there. Or is that an Afghan hound? Unfortunately, what's an Afghan hound? An Afghan hound. I want to know what you're. Oh. I'm honestly okay. One thing I will say, my biggest compliment to everybody here in chat. I'm very impressed that you know all these dog names, all these dog breed names, because I love dogs too. So it's very fun. I'm very impressed with you all. You get a pat on the head. What is this dog? The Afghan hound? Oh my god. It's a dog with long hair and a dress. It's a long, what's it? It's a dog in like a long ass dress with like hair. So funny. There's an apt description. Yeah, it's such a silly looking dog. Surprised nobody called you a poodle. Because I don't think I am a poodle. I don't think poodle fits. Like maybe, but I don't think so. I don't actually know like I haven't seen any poodles, so I wouldn't know their person type. Dog personality also matters, right? Like it's not just a look. Oh, what, those tiny, what's also one of those tiny little dogs? I don't think I'm that small. That dog looks like my dog when he was super young. But like curlier hair. Oh, there is one really good thing that my dog had, right? When he was super young. Had this cool thing where his ears would, ears were down like those kinds of dog breeds, right? But as he grew up, his ears popped up. Like they popped up and got up in the air. It was so cute to see it happen because there was a period of time with him, right? Where his ears were one down, one up. So when it actually fully transitioned over to both up, it was like such a cute thing because they went from, I think the personal best one was one down, one up. That was his best look. I think he rocked that one. Then again, his best look was decided on. I could have my personal preference, but choice to have them both up, I guess. Because he picked a different style. I have 3 pit bulls and 2 of them are small and fat. I think out of any dog, I feel like pit bulls get the worst rap. Like out of all of them. I feel like it's untestedly pit bull. I feel like they get a lot of shit for doing nothing. Like, pit bulls don't do anything, but like, they just get shit on for, like, no reason. For a pit bull, Mr. Worldwide, oh my god. I've never listened to a pit bull song before. I'm so sorry. I haven't heard of it. I haven't seen any of it. Wolves have it worse, or and yes, dogs are biologically just bizarre wolves. Yeah, no, I understand that. Where, like, treat animals that aren't that scary as scarier than they are. Like, they treat them as if they were super intimidating and scary, but they're really. You ever listened to Fireball? No, sorry about that. You ever listened to Fireball? No, I've actually never heard of that song before. Or I think I have heard it before, but never listened to it. I think I've heard it in, like, memes and stuff, but I've never gone out of my way to listen, if it makes any sense. Because, I don't know, it never specifically was on my radar. I've missed out on a lot of media, and I know that to be, but I just never heard of it. It never really, not never heard of it necessarily. I just never clung on to it. I guess is a way to put it. It was one of those pop-up songs that got played in movie trailers. Pop-off songs that got, one of those pop songs. God, I can't fucking speak. That got played in movie trailers and stuff. I see. That explains why I haven't heard it though. If it got played in movie trailers and stuff, as a person who doesn't watch a lot of movies, I wouldn't hear it. Well, I guess I'd occasionally hear it. You got there in the end. Thank you. I tried super hard. I put all my, like, brain cells to work. And we made it happen. What's it? I just couldn't brain very easily. The brain is braining, bro. It just needs more RAM. Yeah, maybe that'll fix it. Okay, all you have to do now, look how to download RAM. Or it needs a CPU. Yeah, I need fucking something. Whoever fucking built me put something in wrong. I don't think they knew what they were doing. I'm gonna be honest. First time builds, you know? First computer they ever worked on. They were trying their best. Bro needs your CPU specifically. That is true. Did you know that you could make me better and improve more if you just give me you? If you give me all of your computer parts, if you ship your computer parts directly to me, that'd actually help a lot. Did you know that that's actually a really smart thing to do and that you should do it right now? Could take apart your computer and send it to me bit by bit, please? Thank you. Did it help you and me? Think about it. I'd be able to think more, be smarter, and then because of that, get better content. All it takes is like half of your PC's parts. I think that's a fair trade. Personally, I think that's fair. Bit by bit, pun intended. Pun intended now. Now it's intended. Maybe not when I initially said it, but I mean it now. Me sending ancient piece parts to Aurora just to get rid of them. Oh no. Yeah, send me your, like, really old parts. Fucking kills me. I stop processing things as fast. One stream a month, it takes all my processing power for it. Streams are longer and words are, like, more delayed and Using my Aurora, my portable DVD player. Oh my god. If only it was useful. That's so sad. They killed all my physical media. It doesn't exist anymore. And Nintendo is pulling a bullshit. I'm not even a Nintendo person, but pulling bullshit. I can see it. I can see it clear as day, and I think it's bullshit. Nintendo is out here charging you, what, like 10 extra bucks for a downloadable code online? Like, I don't care how you feel about Nintendo, but that's bullshit, okay? I'm not gonna spend 10 extra dollars for a download code that you can get physically so that your things are always now permanently on. And you don't own them. I think that's bull. Me dropping a week of income just for a Switch 2 with no games. No, that's the worst part about Switch 2 though. It has games. Switch 2 has games. They just think that their games are worth dropping fucking like $200 for not for like just a few. Because that $90 I know is for a physical game was apparently misinformation. If it was, then I'm glad about that part. But at least that's fine. But the games being $80 is still bullshit. Silksong will surely be worth the cost. I hope Silksong isn't priced at $80. I really hope Silksong isn't $80. That would be so fucking sad, but I have faith that it won't. The main thing that I don't like about it, and the thing that I'm so up in arms about, is that the price changed from 70 to 80, like, not really that long ago, right? Like, the price is just going up, and at some point, it's too much, in my opinion. In my opinion, at some point, it's too much. Like, I could only take so much, you know? Into the best game ever for me to drop $80 on it on top of DLC. I completely agree. I'm the kind to, like, sure, I'm not the greatest at budgeting and spending money on games, right? But I'm not spending $80 on a game. Especially because the more, like, if you do that, there's more incentive for them to not fix that issue of it costing that much and then just leaving it be. $80 now has the purchasing power of $60 10 years ago. which isn't great. Which is very sad to hear. I don't know. It would take a lot for me to drop fucking that much money in the game, is my take. It takes a lot for me to drop a lot of money on something. That's why free-to-play gachas are winning too? Pretty much, yeah. A Faust fact, economy, yeah. But, like, on a positive note towards it, I guess, like... Not as, like, it's not all awful. It just means that there's more indie game support. Welcome back. Hello. But yeah, no. The what's it? The change in that and it being that way means that more indie games get support, which is nice. I like indie games a lot, but I think that's obvious. That's pretty obvious. I'm a big fan of a bunch of indie games. Indie games are like games with small games. They end up being my favorite. There's some examples where it's not that way, but that's usually like a guideline to follow. A pretty safe bet to be that way. I'm alive once again. Hello, Spy. Also, hello, Doom. In this age of blockbuster budgets, the indie reigns supreme. So real. I'm a big fan of indie games. I like playing a lot of them. What's it? I've played a lot of indie games that I like. They're just, I don't know. The vibe of indie games to me is just better sometimes. Not even from like just a... I guess from even just like a gameplay standpoint, the vibe is better for me. They're goofier and more experimental, you know? And I like experimental games, I guess, is another part, like, facet of that. I like experimental games. I like weird and wacky. I think games like that are just really fun. Because, I don't know, I feel like experimental... You can get a more interesting product because they're doing something. They have to do their own thing to stand out. But you get so many weird manga that aren't popular because they have to you know, try and stand out amongst the crowd. Because, you know, it's a lot of super popular manga out there, and to make yourself unique is important for getting popular. Oh god, that reminds me of... Would you rather a big polished AAA indie game for $70 to $80 that you'll forget about in a couple of years, for one 20-something passion project for the last 4+ years that will change the trajectory of your life for $20. Exactly. That's how I feel as well. Like, I've had more fun with a lot of the games that I play. Gacha games are successful because they play on the because they prey on those with gambling addictions. But also at the same time, see, I'm okay with gacha games because I can gamble fine because I never lose. See, it's a mindset. You can't lose. You can't lose at gambling. It's better at it. It's just a skill issue. I don't know what to tell you. Just be better. You can't lose at gambling if you don't feel like it. That's how I've avoided, okay. But that's one of the really funny things about me and gacha games, right? There have been very few rare times that I'm playing a gacha game, right? Out of like the 2 that I've played, and then things go exactly right for me, right? Like, my luck is usually shit, except for when it's the funniest to not be shit. So, it's no secret, that one of the games that I have been kind of playing in the background every so occasionally when I feel like it, because as it stands right now, I haven't really touched it in a while, right? But I would play, like Zenless a while ago, right? Like, I was kind of more into playing that for a bit, and then I fell out of it, and I barely touched it anymore. But, one thing about that one, so, I had enough of the, like, polls saved up to guarantee me a character, and I wasn't really looking for the 3-star, right? I was looking for a 2-star character. This is right. I fell out of it because I got tired of being account level gated for story. For me, I just fell out of it because I didn't like the concept of it could only do so much in one day, and the game decides when to cut you off. I'm not a fan of those kinds of things, except for like energy systems and things that like force you to get cut off when at like a specific time. Because if I want to play a game for a specific period of time, then I've made the time to do that, right? So like, I would like to play the video game, right? Like, I decided I was going to play it, so then I will play it. You can't tell me I can't do that, right? Because they do, like, for example, they have, like, so to grind for materials, right? To grind for materials to, like, upgrade your characters in that game, it takes these, like, tapes and stuff, right? And if you don't have enough to get them, there's like 7 different resources to upgrade a character, and it's kind of annoying in that sense. But when you need so many different resources to upgrade a character, then you want to like go to the mini game where you can fight enemies to then you win it and you get the resources, right? Well, it caps you on how much energy you have, and there's a limit to how much energy you can have. So unless you let it sit for a long time and pile up and just not play the game for a while, then you're gonna have to be running on like 200 or 300 every day, when 100 is what you need for the highest quality results. So you like go in there and do it twice, and then you're done for the day, and then you just go do either story things, but if you don't want to touch the story, you just kind of go do something else. You play it for like you either play it for a while if you want to do story and just let things sit for a while, or you play it for like an hour a day, and that's about it. I also went nuts grinding for discs for my characters. Was it fun? Yeah, no, I agree. That was part of the reason why I stopped. it's like the combat is cool, right? Like the actual physical gameplay of it is cool, but everything else surrounding that, I'm not too big a fan of. I don't like energy systems very much. I don't like being told when I can and can't do something, right? Especially because for a team, so a team of 3 characters, you need them all up to a certain level, right? Which takes a lot of resources. You get so many resources in a week. And sometimes to get enough resources to level up one character takes about 2 weeks of effort because it caps you at the end of the first week. You can't get any more for another week. Like, if like an example is, they're like the big thing for the big upgrades, you can get 3 of those in a week. Some characters need like 9 of them to upgrade towards the end of their upgrades. So you have to do 3 a week. You can get 3 a week. You can get them a couple of times, and then towards the end you have to get 3, wait a week, get the things, wait a week, get the things, and then you can do it. It's like 3 weeks of just kind of having it sit on the back burner. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing, especially because my brain doesn't work well with it. You can purchase them. Can you not? No, you can't. Not the like bounty stuff. No, you have to get it. You can't just buy it. You can't buy the like materials. You can buy the stuff for like characters and stuff, like character unlocks. You can buy that. But the actual resources to upgrade the character, I don't think you can buy those. Like you can get them from the shop, but it's limited. And it requires pulls and all those other things. Get like the ones that you can get that aren't limited. Get a currency for failed pulls, and that's how that works. So that's its own thing. I don't know. I'm not a fan of energy systems, and it's not like the game is bad. I'm just not a fan of having to deal with a long time between when I'm allowed to do things and when I'm not. Because if I set aside time to play a game, then I have set that time aside, then I just can't do it within that time. Then I run out of things. It doesn't really work for me. Like if I want to play a game for a certain period of time, then I guess I've given it that space. I said it earlier, but that's just how I feel on it. Like I would prefer if it would just like work first, like just go by normally, I guess, like where I can just play it for however long I feel like, and then just let it sit when I don't want to play it anymore, especially because like dailies and stuff in games are also hard for my brain. Because I can't just sit down and decide I'm going to play a single game every single day. Like, if I want to play a different game, I'm just going to play a different game, right? Like, I'm not going to dedicate myself playing one game forever because I can coward. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I'm just not good at dedicating myself to playing one game forever. I need more things. I can't just do one thing. I'm kind of with my one game, and that's why with my one games, and then a newer one comes out, and then it becomes my one game. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Not completely, but I get the vibe. I usually just have like 1 or 2 games that I return to all the time. Because those 2 games are things that I know that I like, then I'll just sit on them and play them forever. But when, like, new games and stuff come out, I'll play them for a little bit, but I won't stick on them. Still waiting for TFC, Team Fortress Classic. Oh, what, to come to Steam? It will. I haven't played Team Fortress Classic, and I don't know if I will. Mainly because I kind of am just content with what I already have. Like, I don't really care too crazily about anything other. I don't know. I'm not the kind to get, like, super into one franchise, and then I have to play every edition of it, right? With some exceptions, Guilty Gear is one. But that's just because every game is so different. Because I cared. And because sorry, they were very good travel games. So, kind of part of the reason why I got so attached to playing all the games for Guilty Gear. But I usually don't go that far. That's like kind of an exception to what normally would. Normally I linger between like the version that I know and the version that I like, you know? I had to kind of stick in that margin of familiarity. I don't know. It just works out better for my brain. I'm eating food, so I'm taking a second to speak. What is it? My brain isn't. Sorry. What are you eating, by the way? I'm eating pizza. Good. But it's on Friday. Why, is Friday pizza day for you? No. For me, pizza day is very common. I'll have pizza quite just because it's like the go-to for just easy food. Oh god, I was just thinking about something. So, one facet of me growing up, very attached to the internet and stuff, right? That I don't have the accent. That I technically should have had. Because my accent is pretty, like, not crazy. Like, it's there, but it's not really noticeable. Some words it's there, but other words it's not. Most of my speech, it's not there. Yeah, but I was supposed to have a what is it? I was supposed to have a, like a New York, like a New York accent, kind of New York, New Jersey accent, that kind of part of the world. I was supposed to sound like that. But yeah, no, I'm not. That's the funny part. I'm supposed to sound more that side. I'm not supposed to sound New England. I'm supposed to sound more New Yorker than I do. But no, I don't sound that way. Cause like I can kind of do it with like coffee and stuff, right? Like I can say coffee. That New York is in New England. Okay. Is it? Wait, my brain is comprehending what I just read. New York is in New England? I never really considered to think about that. Maybe there's a region. Oh, okay, I'm silly. I didn't know that part. Oops. Listen, I don't know things. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I personally don't hear an accent from, by the way. I see. Yeah, no, I'm supposed to have had a fucking, what's it? Like a New York accent. That was supposed to kind of sound more like that. But I didn't. A very generic American accent. I know. I was supposed to not sound this way. If I grew up more outdoors, or like I just generally didn't grow up inside on the internet, I would have probably sounded more like that. I guess to say this is from someone who has grew up around a southern dialect. I see. Yeah, no. I'm glad that it doesn't completely go away. Here's a question. Then a question to you. Can you actually tell that my I have the accent that I do? No? Okay. Yes? Really? A mixed messaging. And one other part of that, by the way. Do you think... Okay, here's a question to you. Do you think what's it? Do you think that I'm so sadly missing it? Because it's different from mine? I see. That's a good metric, actually. I guess, yeah, if you have a very similar sounding voice to me, or, like, accent to me, then you not really hear it from me. But if you have, like, a different sounding one, then you would hear it. That checks out to me. Imagine a reality where I had a fucking, like, New York accent. Imagine that. You know, I guess you're a bit farther south. Oh, really? Do I sound farther south? I didn't really think about that part. I'm eating food. Throw to y'all real quick. What? With how I say y'all? Can you, is that, a thing? Y'all, yep, sounds a bit southern. Oh, really? I got that fast talking southern accent. I see. I just have whatever I have now. I don't really know. I don't really know what, like, accent I have now, or, like, what mix of accents I have. You know, it's not really any specific one, I feel like, anymore. I feel like it's, like, a mix between a couple. I'm sorry, gamers. Heavy accent Aurora doesn't exist yet. Maybe one day. Not really. Get a paid actor. Show off how I really sound. Oh god. You have a standard American accent. I see. Y'all didn't. Oh, y'all didn't. Okay, like that kind of thing where you hyper shorten stuff. Like, have you seen the evil duck from Limbus? I don't think I have. I don't know what you're talking about, but then again, this is me we're talking about, so I'm not really sure. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but it wouldn't shock me if I've heard of it, but I don't know him, you know? That's different for me. Knowing what you're talking about and actually, like, knowing about it by name, knowing about it by visual are completely different things for me. Vaguely SCP, also literally universes. Wait. That thing that I missed? Or what message I missed? I probably missed the one. Yeah. What the fuck is Limbus about? Oh, okay. Why the duck? Just because. I don't know. Limbus is very much like SCP dark fucked up, you know? It's fucked up in the same way as the SCP stuff is, but I'd say in a slightly different way. I haven't played Limbus enough to know for sure, but I think in Limbus, all the, like, anomalies, every single anomaly is evil, I think. I think they're all horrible. But like in SCP, you get stuff like the half cap. One of my favorite SCPs ever. if you this is the sci-fi dystopia that's SCP inspired, and it's all run by mega corporations with more money than morals. Yep, that's kind of that checks out for me. Good and evil, nor are they good. Those are simply the concepts which are applied by the abnormalities. I see. Is it SCP-085? I'm going to check because I don't know the number for it, but I know the appearance. 085. What, the one that I'm talking about? No. Not 085. The one I'm talking about is SCP-529. SCP-529 is my favorite one. So normally SCPs are these like horrible, monstrous creatures, right? But 529 isn't anything like that. 529 is it's a cat. It's a normal ass cat, but there's only half of it. And like it works and acts like a normal cat. It's just a cat, but it's half of a cat. I think that's so fucking cute. So funny. That it's just like they didn't even go that far into it. It's just a cat. Half car, exactly. We love Josie the Half Cat. Josie the Half Cat is wonderful. I'm a big supporter of Josie the Half Cat. So silly. Because that one's just such like a simple concept, you know? It's half a cat. I mean, what more would you expect? Fun fact, that SCP was that SCP's logo was fun fact, that was SCP's logo at the start of it. Wait, what was? Oh, Josie the Half Cat was the logo? I didn't even know that. So she was like the face of SCP. Huh. Have you read the SCP novel? I have not. I didn't even know there was a novel, but that's cool to know. So, wait, when did it come out, the novel? Iris Looking Glass? Oh, really? I've only ever seen the like, live-action animation ones. Which was either live-action or animation. There's like a mix between. I've usually seen those ones. By, like, the... what's it? Like, Dollhouse and stuff. That's been my experience with SCP outside of, like, reading actually, like, just reading it straight up. Like, Dollhouse and stuff is more what I've seen. And it's not very accurate. But it doesn't really matter because everything in SCP is fan fiction because there's no canon. I see. I didn't even know that it was like that. Well, yeah, because I mean SCP is all fan work, right? It's just really meticulously talked about fan work. Like, because they go over all the details and stuff. I think that's part of the reason why it's so cool and why it's still so popular now. Any person could make one, right? Like, any person can make an SCP, and I think that's kind of part of the reason why I like SCPs so much. Anybody can do it. So because of that, it leads to, like, sure, some aren't the greatest because of that, right? But, like, I think by that same metric, some are great because of that as well. Because they're just kind of allowed to be their own thing and exist in their own style, which is really cool. Iris, RSP05, the actual story is in the article. It's a lot more tragic, but again, nothing is canon. Yeah. I think it's interesting. I think SCP stuff is super interesting to me. I like seeing all the different ways, different artists, and like different artists and different creators mix and make their own stories from the existing universe. Aurora being a computer virus could probably be an SCP duplicating for every person they infect. That's a wild thing. I kind of did think about the fact that I do kind of have a concept that would fit within that. Like, the bounds of that. I always did kind of think about that part. I mean, the whole group does kind of have that vibe. Yeah, we are kind of like an SCP adjacent thing. We thought that, so that is kind of one thing that is a prevalent. We do kind of have part of that brand as well. Is there an SCP that throws tomatoes at you if your joke sucks? Yeah, no, that is just Twitch chat, you're right. That's anytime you give any chat the ability to throw things at the streamer. It's destined to, like, happen. If you give them the ability to chuck stuff, somebody will. Can we throw things? No, I don't have that set up yet. But it is on the horizon. I will, if I remember to set it up, I will. So I kind of keep thinking about it, but I haven't done it yet. Let us throw shit. Get your turn. You throw shit soon. Yeah, of course. That thing. Of course. I have to set it up first, you know? So, once that is set up, then I will get to work on making it so you can throw things. I guess. What is it? My brain isn't working right now. Well, that half of the Japanese SCPs are just VTuber concepts? Oh, wait, really? Aurora needs to grow up here before he can throw things. My God. Alright, gamers. I've talked for as long as I could for today because my allergies are being annoying now. I'm also still tired, yeah. So, I'm probably going to, probably gonna go die for the day, and then wake up tomorrow for Limbus again. So, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye, gamers. See you when I see you. Bye bye.